Tier 2 is the major route for non-EU migrants to come and work in the UK. For a general overview on Tier 2 visas, check out our helpful infographic on the resources section of our website. Firstly, in 2015, the Home Office asked the Migration Advisory Committee to advise on ways to significantly reduce the level of economic migration from outside of the EU. This is in line with a Conservative manifesto of reducing migration to the tens of thousands. The latest figures, published in February of 2016, put net migration at 323,000. That is to say, there are 323,000 more immigrants entering the UK than emigrating. The government can only actively control those who want to immigrate into the UK from non-EU countries. Inflows of Britons and EU nationals cannot be controlled due to existing freedom of movement laws. There are two paths which are due to change: Tier 2 General and Tier 2 ICT, known as intra-company transfer. MAC, or the Migration Advisory Committee, advised on a number of changes in January of this year, which, if all put into effect, would reduce the Tier 2 migration by 20%. However, the government has chosen not to follow all of their recommendations, a move which seems to indicate a balance is sought between border control and the interests of big business. The key changes and their timings can be summarised as follows. From autumn 2016, there'll be an increase in the Tier 2 salary threshold to £25,000 for experienced workers. The minimum threshold of £20,800 will remain for new entrants. There'll be an increase in the salary threshold to £30,000 for the Tier 2 ICT short-term category. A new introduction is some exemptions from the increased Tier 2 General experienced threshold. 4. Nurses, medical radiographers, paramedics and secondary school teachers in mathematics, physics, chemistry, computer sciences and Mandarin. These exemptions will remain until July 2019. There's a reduction in the salary requirements for the Tier 2 graduate trainee category from £24,800 to £23,000, and an increase in the number of places available to companies from 5 to 20 per year. The Tier 2 ICT skills transfer category will be closed to new applications. Graduates will be able to switch roles once they secure a permanent job, and there will be removal of the exemption from the immigration health surcharge for the Tier 2 ICT category. From April 2017, there will be an increase in the Tier 2 General threshold to £30,000 for experienced workers. A closure of the Tier 2 ICT short-term category to new applications. The immigration skills charge will be introduced. There will be a reduction in the high earners salary threshold for long-term ICTs from £155,300 to £120,000, and a removal of the 1 year's experience requirement in the long-term category where the applicant is earning over £73,900. Also with these changes comes the welcome confirmation that Tier 4 migrants will still be able to switch to a Tier 2 in-country and exempted from the residential labour market test and unrestricted in their applications. For more information on these changes, go to careerinteractive.org and check out the latest visa report under our resources tab.